away from him, okay?
Don't worry, I'm not going to touch the butt or look at the butt.
Yeah,
My
don't
friend
even.
likes to look at guys' butts, but I'm not a butt looker.
Uh, well, a lot of people say, and now maybe I know you're not a butt looker, but maybe this is the perfect time to ask because everyone always says I have a fat ass. Is it the pants or is it just like my personality?
Um, it's probably your personality. I think the pants kind of make the pants might be like if I'm being completely honest, and I'm an honest person, okay? So please don't take offense, but it looks a little flat. Yeah, no,
let me
yeah, you're
just
fine.
let me just start when I was a young boy.
When you were a young boy. Oh, sorry.
Yes, exactly.
That's one of those times that I like to break out into karaoke.
When I was a younger man, I don't think you know this about me, but I lost both my parents in a tragic accident.
Kind of like Batman.
It's who's Batman? Do you know Batman? I only know
I
Spider-Man
don't
and
know
Iron
him
Man
personally.
and the Hulk, but I haven't met a Batman
No,
yet.
I meant the actual
Oh, the
Batman.
actual Batman?
Yes.
Does he have the same story as me? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I mean, I was just saying, like, he lost his parents in a tragic way.
Right. So back on me. Okay, we're talking
Yes,
about me
okay,
now.
go on.
Okay. So like I was saying, I lost both my parents in a tragic accident when I was younger, and I was adopted by my cousin's parents. So they're my foster parents, and
Right.
I never had that love I should have had. That love from my parents.
Right. Well,
I,
at least
I,
you're aware of that.
oh, I've
It's a good first step.
when I first came into town, I was a taxi driver. Okay, I'll admit it. I still do taxi from time to time.
Right.
I give other people therapy lessons. I'm a therapist. Taxi. It's like my shtick.
Oh, that's
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
So when people get a taxi, because like no one ever fucking wants a taxi, but when they do want one, they get a good one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they get free therapy lesson. That's really good.
Yeah, everyone always feels better when they're out of my taxi, and they always feel lighter. Like their pockets feel lighter, and they also feel lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get like the heavy burden from all these people that I talk to because they're just throwing like their wallet. They're just emptying
Oh.
their wallets on me and just
Yeah.
making me heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure
But
that it can be a really
it's a real burden
like a
to hear
pain
all
to
these
be a therapist
woes and all
sometimes.
this,
Yeah.
all this green
Because
stuff
you
that they
already have to
just.
deal with your own, and then you have to help everybody
And
else with
yeah, and then I have
theirs.
to help everybody. So back on the story, as a kid, I didn't quite get the love that I probably should have as a kid, and I was sent to boarding school. I didn't mention that yet. So I went to
I
boarding
did not.
school, and it was a hard life. It was a hard life. Just all men all the time. No
I
love or
see.
affection from a woman, or like friends
Right.
even. So it kind of changed me. It kind of changed me,
That's
especially. It
sad.
almost felt like prison. It was like prison, but you were being educated. It was kind of like one of those.
Yeah, I could see that. That's sad. I've heard stuff about that.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough, but I found solace in it, and I moved past it. But anyways, let's just let's skip ahead a little bit, a couple chapters.
Okay.
Oh shit. So back, modern day, I'm with the club, having a good time, right? Everyone
Right.
hears about me, about my taxi. I'm like a smooth talker in the taxi, making money, saving people from their problems, all that good stuff, right? So I get picked
Right.
up. I get picked up by this crew, right? They have this idea. They wanna ride motorcycles all the time, and I'm just thinking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a taxi. I'm like in a moving prison because I keep talking about feelings all the time.
Right.
So I just like a bike, hop on a bike. They showed me around. They had their own. I jumped on the back and we went for a ride. It was just it
Right.
was free. I just felt free and I just wanted to be on that bike. So you know, we formed the club,
Yep,
formed a
I
motorcycle
heard.
club, and you know, a lot of good times, a lot of bad times, all that good stuff. But long story short, let's skip ahead a little bit here too. A lot of shit happened. Okay, a lot of shit happened in the club that nobody even knows. Nobody even knows about it. Only I know about it.
Right.
And you know, I just need to get off my chest about how there's been so much strife and you know, internal like woes and brotherly revenge and sacrifice and I think a little bit of backstab was in there
Yeah,
too.
it sounds pretty deep, man.
It gets worse or it gets deeper maybe.
Um,
So you know, you form a club with these brothers. You know, you just you have all these men around you all the time. You know, they teach you how to do this and that and you know, they're brothers, right? You can understand that.
yeah.
Like the friendship. Yeah, yeah. And then your brother, he stabs you in the back when you're not looking, and just rakes it across your back and just rips your flesh right off your back. And like, what am I supposed to do?
That,
What am I supposed to do when that happens, right? What am I supposed to do?
I
And
mean, couldn't you like cut him out or like kick him out or like I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know,
that's
like
what I was getting at. Yeah, so we had to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't have a choice.
yeah,
He put that knife in my back. You know, he's the one who twisted it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I had to, you know, excommunicate one of my brothers, and ever since this day, we've had we've had some troubles in the club.
Oh no.
I know, and
Like
nobody even knows. It's crazy. But yeah, yeah. So here's where the story gets juicy, right? It was all over a woman, apparently. Little did I know.
right.
Little did I know. So I've been, you know, I think you know me a little bit. I kind of make plans. I have connections. I talk to people, all that good stuff, right?
Right.
You know, I'm not. I don't think you would call me, you know, anything short of like a event planner or something. You know, just like a glorified motorcycle club event planner type of guy.
Yeah.
But
That sounds like a
you know,
decent position.
yeah, it went a little beyond that. You know, there was jealousy. Jealousy. You know, jealousy is it reared its ugly head, and it stabbed me right in the ass.
Oh.
That's why everyone says, I don't like when people talk about my ass because it's been stabbed. You know, it's like a tender topic to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It's a
Whenever
real
they
tender
mention your ass, it
ass
brings you
subject.
back to the past where you got stabbed in the ass.
So,
You
anyways,
know, it's
we
like along the lines of like being involuntarily, screwed in the ass. You know?
I don't consent to that. Okay, unless you're into that.
Exactly.
Unless you're into it.
No, I'm just saying that's like what you can relate it to.
Oh shit. Right. So with all that
I can relate to that.
issues, you know, we had to get dirty. The club had to get dirty. You know, we had to get our hands in the pot. You know, we there was honey all over. It was getting sticky, and we had to clean it up.
Yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
you get, you know, when you like
Honey is very
when you
sticky.
drop honey, you know,
Like
spill some
Winnie the
honey.
Pooh. I don't know how Winnie the Pooh eats out of the honey pot all the time. Cause like
Right.
his
When
fur is
it's
sticky and
fur,
it is pretty messy.
yeah, his fur would just be like
Yeah.
matted and gross. Yeah. So exactly. So we were trying to clean that.
Exactly.
We're just trying to clean up the mess, right? There's just honey everywhere. Okay. Just
Mhm.
imagine honey
Mhm.
all over your body, and you're sticky, right? And maybe it feels a little warm,
I
but
mean,
that's besides the point, right?
yeah,
So
or no
we're
one who would cover their body in honey, but I get it. Go on.
yeah. So we cleaned up the honey, right? We cleaned it up by putting lots of holes in the honey. Lots of holes in the honey. You know, lots of fire. You know, we use a lot of fire. That's a better analogy. We use
Right.
fire.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
burned all the honey away.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, it gets like caramelized, and then it has this really interesting smell, and then you kind of have to flee the scene after that because it's just,
Oh, see,
yeah,
I've
it's
never tried burning honey, so that's
yeah, it
interesting.
caramelizes, and then it turns like almost like ashy. And anyways, there's a particular smell that you just it might smell pretty good, but that's not what you when you realize it smells good, you just gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to
Right,
get rid
yeah,
of it,
yeah.
right? When there's a smell in the air and it's just gotta just leave. So we fled the scene of the burn honey, and
Yeah. It's
and
kind
then
of like when like the car is about to break down and it has that like sweet donut smell, but it's actually not good.
right, because it's going right. Yeah. It's like going right to the brain.
Yeah.
It's that kind of smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes
It's
against
like
your
that.
natural
It
instincts
goes
because
right
you
in
think
the
it smells
second.
good, but it's
Exactly.
hurting you.
Yeah, and you just
Yes,
know, wait a
exactly.
second, this is too good to be true. This isn't good. Okay, go on.
So we got rid of the honey, and the brothers were reunited because of this whole honey situation. We cleaned it up. Hurrah! Everyone was good, high spirits, right? Well,
Right.
you would think, but that's not true. That's not true. The lost has its own problems. We're just as lost as anybody out there. We're a band of lost brothers at this point.
Right. Like
So
sisters with the traveling pants. So I pulled a Tim sandwich out of my pocket, so I'm eating it.
yeah, I'm trying to be
But
trying to
yeah,
be
I get you.
I'm trying to be sentimental over here. You're just eating. Are you eating
I'm
popcorn
kind
too
of
over
hungry.
there? Just trying to
No,
let it
just
all
a ham
out.
sandwich.
Okay, just the ham. Okay, that's understandable. You know what? Let me pull one of mine
You can
out.
ask any of my friends. I like keeping ham sandwiches in my pocket. They get a little squished sometimes, but you still eat them the same. They still end up in the same place.
Yeah. Those things last forever apparently. Los Santos has that
Mhm.
special sauce on there or something.
Yeah.
Preserves
I
it.
prefer salami, but
Okay, salami. I'll keep track of that. I'll try to hunt some salami down for you. All right.
okay. So go on.
Do you like venison by chance?
That's
I know
deer, isn't it? I can't say I've ever tried.
you've never actually tried venison.
No, I've never had deer. I'm afraid to eat deer. It's kind of sad.
Oh,
Same thing
it's
with like veal. Like the baby cow is sad. I used to be a vegetarian for a long time.
oh yeah. Did you eat like squid and stuff,
Mhm.
or how's that work?
No, I didn't eat any meat at all. I
Well,
just
do you
had like a
consider
lot of like
fish?
soy and tofu.
You consider fish like meat? Is that a thing?
Um, well, yes, because it came from a living thing.
Uh, well, what isn't a
I
plant
mean, I
alive? Don't you think a plant
yes,
is alive?
okay, yes, yeah, technically yes, but
So you're losing
I
me
mean,
here.
I eat meat again now. That was
Oh,
years ago. I eat meat again now, and I'm starting to eat more fish, especially like
oh.
cooked fish, not raw. I have a hard time eating raw still.
Well, I remember our analogy earlier. You said you like space, so I'll just keep that in my mind.
Yeah. Mhm.
You like space, and now you like meat again. So I think we're gonna work out.
Yeah, yeah. And like
So yeah,
cooked
after
fish, salmon, tuna, tilapia.
yeah, do you
I
eat that
haven't really.
sushi, that raw sushi, or
I
not?
I love sushi. Fuck. Well, no, I can't do raw sushi yet. Like I'll work on it. Like down the line, maybe. Like I can do tempura. I
Tempura.
actually had
What is
sushi
what is
last week.
tempura?
It's just cooked. It means cooked, fried fish.
Oh,
They
like
cook it
tempura
instead of eating
sushi?
it raw. Uh huh.
Okay, well I don't even. I'm pretty sure I've never had cooked, but I'm not sure to be honest.
It's good.
I mean, I like cooked fish, so I would imagine, right? But isn't the whole point of
I know like
sushi to be raw?
um. I wouldn't necessarily say the point. It's just it's subjective to whoever likes the sushi. I mean, but they have like there's one called Samurai Jack, and it's wrapped in rice, seaweed, jalapenos, and cream cheese with cooked salmon, and it's really fucking delicious. And then there's another one, the Godzilla one is tuna,
Oh my
um,
god.
in like a
Yeah, I
tempura
really need to
sauce
find this
and
cafe
rice
because
and
they probably have all that shit.
yeah, I know it's so good.
All right, I'll look into it, like I said. But anyways, we were talking about me. Oh no.
Okay, anyway,
Oh,
so
it's
go
good.
on with your story.
So
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
this
getting
is why I
sidetracked
like
about food.
this is why I like this house because it's got lights, but it's not my
Yeah.
house. So I just pretend like it's my house sometimes just because it has lights. All right, so you know you would think the club would be strong, united, especially after eliminating the honey and you know all that stuff.
Mhm.
But you know it's the club's been lying low. I don't know. You clearly don't hear much about us, but maybe it's
Right.
outside your circles. It's outside your circles is when you know people talk.
Probably. Yeah, because we
But
don't. Yeah, we try not to keep ourselves into like any drama or anything. You know, we just again like we just do our own thing. We go to have fun.
right, so there's a big thing happening in the city that I was trying to talk to you about. I think before maybe.
Right. Mhm.
But yeah, there's a big change happening in the city. I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you
Um,
heard whispers
little bits
along the
here
you
and
know
there.
the whispers of the OOC, you know, like the current East Australian current, you
Yeah, a
know,
little bit.
whispers.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like Crush from Finding Nemo.
yeah. Like you just like the turtle, right?
Cause they go along the current.
Yeah, when
The
they're on the
Australian
current,
current.
it's like lots of just secrets being divulged just along the trail.
Yeah. But I
So with
understand, they're just
these,
trying to make the city a better place for everybody.
yes. So with these changes come, you know, more responsibilities for the lost, and it's put a big
Mhm.
burden on my shoulders,
Right.
on these shoulders right here.
Yeah, they're yours. Next to your body.
Yes, they're still attached. Thank God. You know, when I got that flesh
Yeah.
rended off of me, I kept my bone
Yeah, there
structure
was one
intact.
guy when I was like new to town. He had like no hands, no arms. So like that was sad. I think he got them later on at the plastic surgeon, which is good. But like a cop came out of the ceiling. Yeah, I've seen some crazy things, man.
I don't know if I spelled that right. Handkerchief. Oh my God. Yes, well, that's my dark grim story for you. It's the lost is lost currently.
You see, it all kind of comes back around.
Yeah, it comes back around on my back. It does.
Well, but then that's why you should like get it tattooed somewhere else, maybe. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about a neck tat. Konohamaru? Is that like Naruto?
Koraru. Koraru.
Kararu.
Koraru.
Kararu.
Koraru.
Kararu. I think I got it. What do you think?
Koraru.
Kararu.
Koraru.
Kararu. Kararu. Is that
Sounds
it?
like a turkey.
Is that bad? I sound
Oh.
like a turkey? That's bad?
No, I'm saying Koraru. It's
Kararu.
spelled with Koraru.
It's spelled with Kararu?
No, it's
Oh
spelled
man.
with.
I mean, I'm gonna learn Japanese in no time. So I just keep it up.